This is Elly's rational function. The first step to solving this function is to simplify it. Once simplified, we can see that x minus 2 cancels out. Now that it is simplified, we can find out if there are any holes in this function. To find the holes, we can set the common factor, the one that we canceled out, to equal 0, and find x. The hole here is that x equals 2. To find that point, we can put 2 into our simplified equation. Our hole is at the point 2, 5/4. Next, we'll find the vertical asymptotes by setting the denominator equal to 0 and solving for x. Now we'll find the horizontal asymptotes by dividing everything by the highest power of x. For us, this is just x. Once we simplify that, we can set x to infinity, and everything that still has an x will cancel out, leaving us with 1/1. So our horizontal asymptote is at y equals 1. Now, to determine the y-intercept, set x equals 0 in the equation and solve. Determine the x-intercept, set y equal to 0 and solve the equation for x. Now, I'm going to use the table of values to find out what happens to our graph at different points. We're going to start with x's that are very close to our horizontal intercept, which is -2. I'm starting with -2.001, which when plugged into our equation gives us a very large negative number. Next I'm going to try -1.99, which gives us a very large positive number. Now I've picked some very large positive and negative numbers. We can see as we use very large x values, our y value gets very close to 1 but never reaches 1. Finally, to finish up this table of values, I'm going to choose some x values that'll help us plot our graph. I chose to use positive and -3 and positive and -1. And now we can graph this rational function. I want to start by showing our horizontal and vertical asymptotes. And we also know where our hole is, so we can put that on there so we don't forget. And then you put your x and y intercepts on there. And from our table of values, we know what's going to happen when our graph approaches the asymptotes. We also have a few other points we can plot from our table of values. And lastly, we can connect our points and finish our graph.